What is up, YouTube? It's your boy, Big Papa Jake, back with another episode of It Figures, where I talk figures. I know it's been a while. I haven't really found anything in the store that moves me. Got a lot of pre-orders coming in, so I'm sure you'll see a lot of footage and videos very shortly. But it's been a long, dry spell. Been a fun summer, though. Been out and about camping and visiting friends, so now I'm back at it. And today we are going to do the Monday Night Wars, Razor Ramon. One of my absolute favorite characters, kind of one of those characters that lives in infamy, really kind of saved the WWE in the mid-90s, I will say, and kind of one of the reasons why WCW ended up wanting him. I'll go into a little bit about Scott Hall, but we're going to talk more about Razor Ramon, hopefully, than Scott Hall, even though they are one and the same. But this is a figure that I wasn't sure I needed when I saw it. I have two more Ultimates very similar to this, one in the purple trunks, one in the yellow trunks, and I really didn't think I needed a third. Not only that, I also have the Raw 3-pack with 1-2-3 Kid and Undertaker with Razor Ramon in the green outfit. A little different. I'm not going to bring it out today. But yeah, I just thought I love this character. It's very toyetic, very action figure-y. This character lends itself to awesome action figures. And Scott Hall, the man behind the character, really, I can't say enough to his contribution to both companies. And I'll go into that a little bit. But first of all, let's take a look. Of course, we got the Ultimate Edition here. Really feels ultimate. You got 3 heads, you got a title belt, all kinds of hands, and a nice vest there. I'm going to try to keep the glare off it as best I can. Still haven't figured that out. But yeah, let's crack this boy open. Let's first take a look again at the packaging. Got Razor Ramon up there, WWE Ultimate. On the side, you've got the Glamour Shot. Love the way these display. Even when I don't unbox them, I have a shelf of nothing but these all displayed. Even when I do unbox them, I do keep the boxes and kind of put those in the display as well. So we got there, Razor Ramon Ultimate on the side. Nothing on the top. And the bottom, I know there's usually a blurb on the inside. So let's crack this boy open. Actually, let's read this. In fact, I'm going to reach for my old man glasses here. And we'll read what it says on the back before we crack her open. It says, Razor Ramon, and this is a greatest hits. I forgot to mention that this is a greatest hits. I think it's in the Monday Night War series, but greatest hits, Ultimate Edition. So it says, say hello to the bad guy. From disrespectfully flicking his toothpick in his opponent's face to putting him away with the razor's edge, Razor Ramon oozes machismo. Love that statement. With everything he does. Height, 6'7", big dude. From Miami, Florida. Finisher, the Razor's Edge, still used today. I saw Rhea Ripley use it the other day, I think from Damian Priest. And career highlight, Intercontinental Champion. One of those guys that I think could have held the big belt, the big gold in WCW, the big belt in WWE. I know in WCW it was a reliability issue, unfortunately, with his substance abuse issues. But yeah, I always thought he was a very underrated, underappreciated talent. Definitely brought this character to life. And let's talk a little bit about the character of Razor Ramon while we're opening this. Razor Ramon, I've always heard, was loosely based on Tony Montana from Scarface. And boy, did he do it well. He certainly, overdid the Cuban accent. Loved it. The toothpick. Just the coolness, the gold chains that you see right there out of his prison there. Let's read what they have in the boxes here. A lot of time they have little things in here. I don't really see anything. Let me take a look. Maybe they didn't do this. Well, interesting. Oh, no, it says oozing machismo at the bottom here. And then on the top it says, say hello to the bad guy, Meg. So loved his accent, loved everything about this character. Again, I'll say it again, I was not watching WWF in 1994 or 5 in that time. So I didn't get to see him live, but I've certainly caught up on everything he's done after watching WCW and seeing him there, and definitely appreciating his work. So let's pop out what we can here. We got a head, 1, 2. Let's see what we have. We've got a couple of twist ties that we can follow through it. There we go. We got him out of there. And look at his vest. For my money, one of the greatest championships ever. The WWF Intercontinental title. Boy, they got twist ties on the hands too. I know men on card collectors like to have stuff definitely not move around. I think I've told a story on the channel about having a Macho King figure, and the crown fell out of the little spot for the crown up in the corner, and it just bothered me. I had to actually open and tape it back up to put the crown back where it was, because I couldn't get it to do what it was doing, and it didn't look good displayed. So, all right, let's take a look first. Let's take a look at the head sculpts first, head scans. This is pretty cool, and he's got a little grin on him. See how close I can get it to you. He's got a little grin with the curl, the Superman curl hanging down, 5 o'clock shadow. He's got the toothpick there in his mouth, if you can see. It doesn't really show up, but it's kind of like he's gripping the toothpick that he always came to the ring with. Here's a little snarl. Kind of looks like a badass right there. Pardon my French, YouTube, I'm sorry. And then we got kind of just the no-nonsense straight face there on him. So we'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do with the head here. I do know I'm going to change the hands up. And then we got the vest. Again, one of the most colorful superstars, which is why he makes an awesome figure. Got the green vest, the black Razor Ramon on the back. And of course, like I said, the Intercontinental title. One of the greatest in history in my mind. I know he wasn't a long time holder, but then we get the hands. We got 2 fists. We got the thumbs, so you can do the... And we have, of course, the splayed out hands, so you can do that. Maybe even flick a toothpick at somebody. And then on the figure itself, we just have gripping hands. So I'm definitely going to change the hands. But now let's take a look at the figure. Again, green tights with the yellow words, decorations, trunks with the razors on the back, Razor Ramon across the front there, green knee pads with the razors on the front. Also got some black, I don't know if that's supposed to be tape under there or what. Kind of a different color green trunks, a little different than the rest of them. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but it's just a little darker shade of green with the white laces. You got one black arm pad, elbow pad. You got a green elbow pad with the razor on the bottom there. That's really good detail. I will say this is a very detailed figure. You got, of course, the torso and the chest and stomach hair with the 5 o'clock shadow always looks good. And then, of course, the gold chain. So I know I think I'm going to display him with the vest on. I've got, like I said, this is probably, I think I've got, just in razors alone, I think I've got 6 or 7 of his figures. They've been very heavy on his manufacturing of Razor Ramon figures, but definitely one of the more favorite superstars out there. I think when he passed away, a lot of people kind of realized how much he contributed to the business, not just in the ring either. From what I've heard, his creative input was really good, and he had a mind for the business. Unfortunately, he just couldn't keep away from the demons that plagued him till the end. Unfortunately, it was part of his health issues, was substance abuse problems. He was a partier, as most of the guys were then, but he just took it one step further and couldn't get out of the shadows of it. So yeah, I think again, I think we're gonna probably change it to a different head. We'll do it while we're talking, but again, Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, one of my absolute favorite, probably can't miss figures that it's hard to pass up. Again, I wasn't going to get this figure when it was first announced. I'm like, why do I need another Razor? I have every color and outfit I thought I could possibly have with Razor, but apparently I couldn't pass it up when I said, and I saw it. I actually saw it once at the store, and I'm like, not gonna do that. And then second time I saw it, I'm like, okay, I'm lucky enough. Let me keep it and leave the store with it. So yeah, I'm glad I did. This is a really good figure. Again, it feels ultimate. You got the little scared hands there. Ooh. But yeah, a little bit more about his creativity. I know this is a WCW story, but the rumor is that he's the one that actually came up with the Crow Sting character for Sting when the NWO, which obviously Scott Hall was a key factor of, came into the WCW with the NWO. He had the idea for Sting to kind of go dark, and the facelift that came with dark makeup, the whole Crow Sting character. So yeah, I guess let me know what you think, though. Again, Scott Hall / Razor Ramon, loved his WrestleMania 10 ladder match. Who didn't? Really stuck out to me. Some of his feuds stuck out to me. He had a burgeoning feud with Goldust. I heard he didn't like working with him just because of the character. He didn't much care for what the character brought. But yeah, Bret Hart had a great match against him, I think, at one of the SummerSlams. Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 10. Just a lot of different feuds that he basically, who could forget the 1, 2, 3 kid thing? He made Sean Waltman. I mean, he laid his shoulders on the mat for someone half his size for storyline, and that's what the business is about. It's not about wins and losses. It's about entertaining. It's about making characters, making stars, and supporting that through the years. So he really did that. Really a gift to the business. Personal issues, demons aside, glad he got his Hall of Fame nod. Glad he got his titles. Glad he got his appreciation. Hopefully, rest in peace, Razor Ramon, Scott Hall. But again, this is a really great epic figure. And I guess with that, I'll wrap it up. Throw me a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a little comment what you think about Razor Ramon, where he sits. Again, probably top 10, 15 of my favorite wrestlers. I don't know where exactly I'd have him sitting, but not necessarily just Razor Ramon, but that and the Scott Hall of the NWO era, put together. I would say he's definitely top 10. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if he made bad guys cool, and still something that sticks around today, where the heels are not only the bad guys, but they're cool and rooted for. So all right, well, I guess let me know what you think. Otherwise, good hunting out there, and deuces.